we have reacted to the most amazing castle in Germany, Poland, Sweden, Finland, Netherlands, Austria on this channel or another of our React channel. But today we have Croatia. Yep. Fly Beyond Wilderness. Always give a good explanation with each castle. So very, very exciting. The top 11, only 11. I'm sure there's more. At the same time, Croatia is kind of a small country. So maybe there's not that much castle, but let us know in the comment which one's your favorite. And if you have visited some of them, yes. Let's go.
Start it.
Woo! Oh my God.
Croatia, Europe's favorite vacation spot.
Where the
Just
hell
about
is
sparkling
this?
beaches and dramatic coastlines.
That's Croatia?
Beyond its sparkling beaches and dramatic coastlines lies a rich history,
Oh my God.
waiting to be explored through its many castles that whisper tales of noble families, epic battles, and
Oh my-
architectural marvels. So stay with us for a few
How do you
minutes
invade
to
this
explore
one?
12 beautiful castles in Croatia.
Holy.
Number 11.
Oh.
Petropavlosa Castle. This is a ruined medieval fortress situated in the Croatian region of Istria, roughly 6 kilometers west of Buzet. The castle's name, derived from the Italian words Pietra which translates to hairy stone, most likely comes from the moss that has persistently grown.
This got destroyed, right? And they have not decided to not rebuild it. What did you say?
Is that the water?
Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh, I think maybe there's water there. I'm not sure. But it looked like it got destroyed and they decided that it would be a nice, to keep it like the way. See, there's stairs inside. Is that stairs? It looked like it go quite deep.
On its walls throughout history. Historical records place the fortification's origins as early as the 10th century. During the Middle Ages, the castle served as a crucial surveillance point for the Aquileian patriarchs, offering a strategic vantage point over the Mirna River Valley.
Yeah, it doesn't look that easy to invade, right? There's so much vegetation and it looked like it's hard to get there. And then you need to climb that wall. Maybe on top they had those big tower, right? Like this, that you can shoot with the archer, but it got destroyed somehow.
Central Istria. In the 15th century, control of the castle shifted to the Venetians. The last documented religious service held within the castle chapel, dedicated to Saint Mary Magdalene, occurred in 1793. However, the
How high is this? Look at this, all the smoke because it's high, right? Wow.
complex itself had already been abandoned well before that date. Unfortunately, a fire in the 1620s ravaged Petropavlosa Castle, leading to its ultimate ruin and abandonment.
Oh, man.
Restoration efforts began in 1999, focusing on the chapel. These efforts unearthed numerous remnants of medieval frescoes, which are now displayed in Buzet's regional museum.
That's why it's black there. It got burned. It's not even an attack. It got burned. That sucked. Look at the location. It's crazy. There's nobody there.
Number 10.
Oh.
Starograd Fortress.
It's on the coast.
Also
Isn't it,
known as
Dubrovnik?
Omi's Fortica or Omi's Castle, is a 15th century fortress perched high above the town of Omi's in Croatia.
Omi's.
Built during the Croatian-Ottoman Wars as a key defense against the Ottoman Empire. The stone fort itself has a relatively simple design, relying heavily on its elevation for defense.
You don't need wall. How do you claim this? You get shot down by bow and arrow. Like,
And it's really high.
yeah, Croatia, insane, the mountain, right? How do you do anything with this? Like, this is so crazy.
From local limestone, and
Look
its
at
walls
this.
are about
Oh
1
my-
meter thick. Its strategic position on a 262-meter ridge provided a significant advantage for spotting and repelling attacks.
Of
Primarily
course.
served as a lookout point and refuge for the local people during times of war. The Ottomans never conquered Omi's, and many historians credit Starograd Fortress for this success.
I mean, how do you conquer
Today,
that
the site
anyway?
is a popular tourist destination with breathtaking panoramic views of the Brac Channel, the Cetina River Valley, and the surrounding mountains.
But man, it doesn't even look like there's a road. So, I
There's
mean,
a road.
yeah, but I mean, look, do people live there, sleep there? Because like, if you need to go in and out every day, it's a long road,
Yeah, a
to
long
go
time
down.
ago. How did you leave?
Well,
Oh, it's just for the military.
because
That's
it doesn't look like that there's any room there. It's just like the wall and then there's nothing else. Maybe go deep and there's some room there down. But it doesn't look like when you look at this. Maybe.
Number 9.
Wow.
Fort St. Michael Castle, also
St. Michael.
known as Tvrdava SV. Mihovila is a historical gem located on the island of Ugljin.
They are so
The
old.
exact year or time frame in which the fortress was built
But
is
yeah, but it looked like they're fortress more than castle. It's like
still unknown. However, there are traces and
unknown.
evidence of the Order of St. Benedict being situated on this hill in the 11th century. The first documented records of the fortress date back to 1345, during the Venetian conquest of Zadar. The Venetians most likely expanded upon any existing structures to create the fort we see today. Throughout history, it served as a scouting post during the Austro-Hungarian Empire and the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. The fort was even used as an observation post during World War II. Today,
wow.
the fort remains in ruins, but it's a popular destination for hikers and history buffs. The climb to the fort offers stunning panoramic views of the island of Ugljin, the Zadar archipelago, and even the mainland.
Tell me how much a building are destroyed, and I will tell you how tough of a life people have.
Number 8.
My God.
Camerlengo Castle,
Oh.
also known as Castel Camerlengo in Croatian or Castello del Camerlengo
See, let's
in
see if
Italian.
Let's see if I'm right. Because it looked like this, either they rebuilt it or it's recent.
Oh.
Because Croatia has been invaded. Everyone is trying to steal their land. And now look, there's a beautiful soccer, they call that football in Europe, field just behind them.
Is a historic castle
Interesting.
and fortress located in Trogar. Built by the Venetians between 1420 and 1437, it served as a critical part of the city's
It's very
defense
old.
system during a time when the Ottoman Empire posed a major threat to the
Maybe I'm
region.
wrong then.
The castle's name, Camerlengo, originates from the Italian word camerlengo, which refers to an
Wow.
administrative official, specifically a chamberlain. This reflects the castle's dual role as a military stronghold and an administrative center for the Venetian authorities in Trogar. The design of
Why it's
Camerlengo
so
Castle
flat?
is quite distinctive. It has an irregular trapezoid shape with 4 towers at the corners, the
Whoa.
oldest and largest of which was built in the late 14th century as the Verga Tower. The architect Lorenzo Pacino is credited with designing the overall layout, while Marin Radoj oversaw the construction itself. Today, Camerlengo Castle is a popular tourist destination in Trogar. You can explore the castle's ramparts and enjoy the panoramic views of the city and the surrounding harbor.
So it never got invaded?
Hmm.
It's a good location to get
Number
shot
7.
at, I mean.
Trsat Fortress. The Trsat Castle is a historic fortress located in Trsat, overlooking the city of Rijeka. The site has been strategically significant for millennia, with evidence of an Illyrian and Roman fortress that existed before the current
Look at
structure.
this.
With
There's house on top of other house, like the Browning. It's very interesting how it's shaped, those kind of little apartment on top of other apartment. It's like separated. It's like they built on top or something.
evidence of an
Weird.
Illyrian and Roman fortress that existed before the current structure. The 13th century castle we see today was built by the Croatian noble family, the Frankopans. Over the centuries, Trsat Castle has been altered and renovated several times. In the 19th century, the military commander Laval Nugent significantly restored the castle and even built his family mausoleum within its walls. Today, the castle complex includes a courtyard
Where?
that now functions as
What?
a
The
restaurant,
bridge.
Yeah?
a permanent exhibition space, and an area for
road.
hosting events.
They have a crazy, it reminds me of Austria.
Number 6.
It reminds me of Austria. There's like mountain and tall place everywhere.
Yeah, and
In
rude
Croatia.
and pretty and old.
Yeah.
Medvedgrad, also referred
Medvedgrad
to as
Castle.
Medvedgrad Fortress, is a medieval castle located on the southern slopes
Yeah,
of
they built
Medvednica Mountain,
something.
overlooking the
Mm,
city
yeah, they are
of
building.
Zagreb. Built in 1254,
Wow.
Medvedgrad served the purpose of protecting Zagreb from invasions,
in
particularly
Zagreb.
after the Mongol invasion that destroyed settlements which would later form Zagreb. The castle's name itself translates to Bear Castle in Croatian,
Bear.
likely due to the area's abundance of bears in the past. Throughout its history, Medvedgrad changed
Yeah,
hands
makes
many
sense.
times. Though it was never breached by attackers, the castle was eventually abandoned in the 16th century after a devastating earthquake.
Look!
Archaeological
It's so deep. You need to climb to get there. It's not easy. It's really tricky for the enemy, that country, like going
So
after these
deep.
kind of thing. Yeah,
So
yeah.
green.
Yeah.
Archaeological excavations began in
So
1979, and today parts of the castle have been reconstructed,
Oh.
including the octagonal chapel of St. Philip and Jacob, the south defensive tower, and the defensive walls. Medvedgrad Castle is now a popular tourist destination, offering stunning views of Zagreb and the surrounding area from its viewing platform.
Damn, all of these castles are like fortress to defend yourself. They are not palace. Other country, they say that it's castle, but then you look at it, it's palace. These are castle / fortress. Like real.
Number 5.
Whoa.
Klis Fortress.
Holy.
Also known as Tvrdava Klis in Croatian or Fortezza di Klisa in Italian, is a
Whoa.
medieval fortress situated above the village of Klis, near Split, dating back to the 2nd century BC with a history spanning
There's a football again. Field just behind.
over 2,000 years. It was first built by the Illyrian tribe, the Dalmati, as a small stronghold. It has been controlled by various empires and kingdoms throughout its existence, including the Romans, Croatians, Ottomans, and Venetians. The fortress played a significant role in defending the region against invaders, particularly during the Ottoman invasion of Europe in the 16th century. Croatian captain Petar Kružić led the defense of the fortress against a Turkish siege that lasted for more than 2.5 decades. During this defense, the military faction of Uskiks was formed, which later became famous as an elite Croatian militant sect. The fortress was eventually captured by the Ottomans in 1537. The Klis Fortress is
Bro,
a
it's so
sprawling
crazy
complex.
because I keep looking at the edge, right? How many people die trying to build it? All it takes is a rock fall on the side while you try to build, a rock fall or something, or the ground fall and you boom and you die.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that because
and
it's,
difficult to bring stuff up.
yeah, because it's to use rope probably, right? Because it's so tiny on the side, but to use every inch of the side to build something. And this is so dangerous just to build it. Damn, they did a good job. They didn't have technology back then to build those kind of things.
That stretches along a limestone bluff, with its highest point reaching 385 meters. The fortress has been expanded and modified over the centuries, resulting in a long and narrow shape. You can explore the various fortifications, including towers, walls, and bastions. There is also a small museum inside the fortress that exhibits artifacts from its long history.
And the mountain's not even. It's like go like this. But it's cool to live there. Look at this. So many layers of the mountain. It's like a wall at the same time.
Number 4. Nij Castle, also known as the Castle of Senj, is a medieval fortress in Senj. Sits atop a 62-meter hill called Nij, overlooking the town and the Adriatic Sea. This square-shaped castle has 5 towers, 11 cannon openings, and walls that are 2 to 3 meters thick. It has
I was gonna say it's so small, but then it just said that there's a cannon that they can put in the window. So I'm trying to feel like people are coming from, because it's not that high compared to the other castle, right?
Yeah.
But they have cannon all over. Damn.
small courtyard and a number of rooms, including
actually-
a fireplace, a storeroom, and a guardroom. Whole castle and fortress is small but well-preserved fortress. It was built by the Uskiks, a group of Croatian military frontiersmen in 1558, during a time of conflict between the Ottoman Empire and the Republic of Venice, and its purpose was to defend Senj from Ottoman attacks. Today, Nij Fortress is a popular tourist destination. You can climb to the top of the fortress for stunning views of Senj and the surrounding area. The fortress is also home to a small museum that exhibits artifacts from the Uskiks period. Number 3. Sokol Grad, also known as
Whoa.
Sokol Kula or Falcon Town, is a medieval fortress located in the village of Dunave in Konaval, bordering Montenegro. Perched atop a 25-meter high crag, it offers stunning
Wow.
bird's-eye views of the surrounding Konaval region.
It's crazy all the rock around it. It's like so uneven. There's rock in the way everywhere, and they found one spot when they could do it.
Site has been occupied since prehistoric times, with evidence of settlements from the Neolithic,
This
Bronze, and Iron Ages. The Romans
Whoa.
and Byzantines also had a presence here, but the current fortress was most likely built in the 13th century. Sokolgrad was a strategically important location, guarding one of the historic routes leading through the mountains to Herzegovina. Throughout the Middle Ages, it changed hands several times before being captured by the Republic of Ragusa in 1420. The fortress remained under Dubrovnik control for over 2 centuries until it was abandoned after a devastating earthquake in 1672. The fortress was restored and partially reconstructed in recent years and is now open to the public. You can explore the stone buildings, climb to the highest point for panoramic
Oh
views.
my god.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
The tree is so nice.
How they're able to build it there, and look at, there's so much rock. And look at those trees. What the hell is these
Damn,
trees?
when it cold.
Yeah.
Ooh, gonna be so pretty.
But it's so, that spot is so crazy.
Number 2,
Oh.
Ozolj Castle. Also known as Stari Grad
See,
Ozolj
it's
or
the only one so far that look more like a palace. Kind of.
Gradina Ozolj, is a historic castle located in the town of Ozolj, perched on a stone cliff high above the Kupa River.
Whoa.
Ozolj Castle is one of the most well-known fortifications of its type in Croatia. Originally a very old stronghold first mentioned in 1244, Ozolj was transformed into a beautiful castle over the centuries. The castle's
God, I love the
popularity
water.
stems from its role as the shared castle of the prominent Croatian noble families Frankopan and
Damn,
Zrinski.
living
It
there.
was also the location of the ill-fated Zrinski-Frankopan conspiracy, a significant event in Croatian history. Today, the castle complex consists of different fortresses and a large palace in the center, which houses a museum. The museum contains a collection of weapons, furniture, documents, and many other artifacts that tell the story of the castle's rich history. Number 1. Trkaskin Castle. This is a stunning castle located in northern
Trkaskin.
Croatia, dating back to the 13th century. It began as a smallish observation fortress within Croatia's northwestern fortification system, but over time it was transformed into a more residential castle with beautiful surroundings. The castle has an interesting history. There are 2 main stories about its origins. According to the first, the name Trkaskin derives from an ancient Roman-era fortification called Arx Thracarum, which supposedly existed on the same spot. Another theory suggests the name is linked to the German knights Drachenstein who controlled the area in the early Middle Ages. The first written mention of the toponym Trkaskin dates back to 1334. The Draskovic family acquired Trkaskin in the 16th century, and it remained in their possession for generations until 1944. They are credited with transforming the castle from a defensive structure into a comfortable residence. And they also created the lovely park and artificial lake that surround it today. The park reflects the Romantic era's appreciation for nature and is a popular spot for relaxation and exploration. Today, Trkaskin Castle is a museum open to the public. The interiors of the castle are decorated with furnishings, paintings, and other artifacts that provide a glimpse into the lives of its former inhabitants.
Looks
The
so
museum
different
also houses
depending
a
on the
collection
temperature.
of weapons, musical instruments, and everyday objects.
Whoa.
Oh my god, this one. Ooh, like fairy tale.
Yeah, it looked darker red when it's not sunny.
I mean, all the castle, they look really like, what is it? Look old, like been through a lot of war, thing like that, like a lot of culture, thing like that. And it's so nice and it's really unique, especially like they love to build in a very like tall, high hill.
I'm wondering, do you guys live mostly near the water, like Dubrovnik and all of that coast that go to Split or something? Do you guys mostly live there and then in Zagreb? Or you live also in the middle of nowhere too? I'm wondering. Like
No.
what, huh?
The water also really beautiful.
Yeah, the
The
water is,
color, oh my god.
yeah, beautiful. Amazing.